Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
On the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Taken down.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The slant, this is Chuck. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun is Minshew. Almost able to intercept it. That's what he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
He was covered by...
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Again, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Trotting! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Jaguars 3.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game
This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Jaguar first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Thompson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Jaguars.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but now it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The open man is Westbrook, and they stop him short of the 1st. As he can only get to the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Vikings 7, Jaguars 6.
Bailey's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flushed out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They run it here with Thompson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. This to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jacksonville.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To Thompson on the draw. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
That's good.
excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we'll get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 40-yard run on 1st down.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A 1st down throw for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field. And then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They run with Thompson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And now the ball's out. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Recovered by the offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 44, Minshew. Over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
DJ Chark.
DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Cousins on 1st down. To Jefferson on the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cousins' pass intended for Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Cousins' pass intended for Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. final play of the half. Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 20, Jaguars 13.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
C.J. Henderson.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cousins on target there to Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Well, now they'll try the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Wide receiver carries.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score, Vikings 27. Jaguars.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Intercepted.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back near the goal line, Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up off the first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They go with Thompson again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Minshew. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Jaguars 20.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Cook. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They run it again with Cook. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
22-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, we've talked about it before. This jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, his 1st touchdown on the year, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a game.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
34-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Cousins. And his Thielen is complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Call that a very strong gain of 24 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Chris Conley.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favor.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bailey got the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 40.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.